Hello, and just a video today because I've been asked by quite a few people about my setup and what I use for recording my YouTube videos and also when I do live performing as well. My setup, I think it's quite a good setup, but perhaps doesn't follow the usual path that many others use. So I thought I'd just go through all the gear that I've got and that I use. In terms of live performance, I haven't actually taken this out yet. I will be from April. Whilst I've tried to prepare as much as I can, I don't know if this will work feasibly yet or practically. I'm hoping it will, but it's liable to change. So obviously the first thing that I'm going to sort of talk you through is my keyboard. Now this is an SL88 Studio, which you can just sort of see under here. And it's 88 key, which is great because obviously that's the full length of a piano. And it's weighted keys as well. It's got a really nice action. You know, it feels like I'm playing, you know, on a real piano, which is lovely, which is, you know, ideal for what I do. My keyboard stand, which is more than strong enough. And also a little foot pedal there, which enables me to sustain the notes like a real piano. And I got this from Amazon, this foldable stool. And it's great, it's so light, I can literally pick that up without any problem whatsoever. And it's really comfortable, does the job perfect. I've got the accompanying SL magnetic stand. Now, I've got mixed feelings about this. It's a magnetic stand. It comes with magnet points that attach then to the back of the piano for ease and stability. Now, I found that the magnets were so strong that it actually pulled out some of the plastic innards of the magnet, and I was unable to actually use it very well, and it became loose very quickly. Now it comes with screw fittings. Here you can then screw in to attach it, so that's what I've done. So now this is actually screwed in as well as the magnets which are underneath. So it means every time I go out, I'm going to have to unscrew it and then screw it back in, which is, you know, it's okay. I mean, it's very much a first world problem, but it just adds to a little bit of time, you know, when we're actually out and want to get started. I have a USB. This is like a standard printer USB coming out throughout. And then that links up to this adapter. So it comes to the end here. I had to buy this Apple adapter, USB to Lightning. Which goes into my iPad for all of my piano work, is Ravenscroft 275 because it has a really nice piano sound. Now, as you can see, I've turned my iPad on and this is automatically turned on because this runs from the power of the iPad. So it means I don't have any batteries or any plugs that I have to worry about. So I'm sort of not worried about having to plug into any power source. As long as I've got enough battery for my iPad, then, you know, I'm good to go. So that's great. As you can see, I am going to be going out busking from April. Never done it before in my life, but I'm going to give it a go. This little reader here is a card reader. Now, it's a bit controversial, you know, back in the good old days of busking, people would obviously donate with coins, but we live in a kind of cashless society, and because I'm planning to sell some of my albums as well, I decided Sumup were doing an offer. I think it was £19 for the reader, and they take something like 1.75% take of your transactions. Now, that's okay, I can deal with that. You know, obviously you have to make the decision as to whether it's worth it for you. But I would much rather someone who wanted to buy a CD could buy one without having cash on them than to lose a sale. So I think, you know, that's going to be there with me. It hooks up to my phone via Bluetooth. And then I've actually got a store on my mobile, so the actual items that I stock available, and it syncs up. I've already used it once as a trial purchase, and it works great. So I'm hoping that's going to be, you know, good. Now, when I got all of this gear, I wanted to make sure that it was going to be easily transportable. I didn't want to have lots of things to carry, and I wanted to make sure I could kind of get everything all in one place. So I went to Gear for Music because they are good for all of your music needs, instruments, peripherals, you know, hardware, software, everything you need. And this seemed to fit the bill really nicely. It has wheels, So that means I can literally wheel it like a massive suitcase, and hopefully it should be able to contain everything that I need. We've got front zips, you know, to keep all of my wires in, not only there, but actually here as well. We have another compartment here, okay, so there's plenty of storage. I'm planning to sell my CDs, so I'd have those obviously for sale as well, just to the side. I've got a few more coming. Now, in terms of speakers, I decided to go rather controversially, because I did a lot of research on busking amps and things like that, and I didn't really know what to go for. There was too much choice, and I saw these and I thought, well, these looked interesting because they're not too big. They 50 watts of power each, okay, so we're talking 100 watts in total, which is, well, technically should be more than enough for what I need it for. They're rugged, I mean, that's solid, and they're splash proof, so I thought that was a good one to go for, and little shoulder strap if I should need it. Now, I got two of them. They're about £70 each on Amazon, but I thought, you know, I could spend £400 on a Roland amp, or I could give these a go. And yeah, sound quality is not going to be amazing, but it's when you're out busking and things like that, you're not really looking at the best quality sound. You just want something that's going to carry and get your music across. So I got two, and then that is played through a mono to stereo cable. So this goes into the aux connection, or the headphone out of my iPad. And then I've got the two stereo points that can go into this speaker, so red and white over here. So it means that I'm going to get stereo sound rather than just coming out of one. So I thought that was a good option to go for. Now, I've tried them out, and sound-wise, it's acceptable, it's fine. My only concern is volume. It doesn't seem that loud. I'm worried it's not going to carry. And what my plan is I'll probably tilt my speaker like this, just so the sound can perhaps carry a little bit more. But I'm not going to know how that's going to sound, you know, and how it's going to work until I actually go out. But as you can see, that is pretty much my set. The idea is that I should be able to fit everything into this case. The keyboard, the stand, everything inside here, all of my music, all of my cables. The only thing I should carry then is my stool. And as I said, the stool is incredibly light, so I should be able to just pick that up nice and easily. So that's it. That is my setup. What do you think? Is it going to work? Is it a good setup? The idea is that I don't need any plugs. I can move quickly, so all I need to do is pack it all down, put it into the case, wheel it off, and I'm ready to move on to the next place. I know a few people have just asked me, you know, what do I use and how am I all set up for what I'm doing, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this, just obviously a little overview, and I'm hoping that this will work out well for me in terms of my plans for busking, but any kind of performing, like if I'm asked to do any weddings or any kind of functions, it means I can kind of set up anywhere and essentially be good to go. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for checking by. If you like this video, please do consider subscribing for lots more content, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.